Hey everybody, thanks once again for joining us here at smallcapvoice.com. We're welcoming back BZWR. They are traded on the OTC QB now under the ticker symbol BZWR. That's part of what we're going to be talking about today. But Rhett Doolittle, who is the CEO of the company. Rhett, before we get started, we've got a lot of new investors, a lot of new shareholders that are coming to your deal because you're now on the QB. For them, let's get a high-level overview on what your company does, the problems it solves for its customers. Let's see what the future looks like for your investors.
Yeah, thanks, Stu. I mean, first of all, just everybody at BZWR, we have an insane passion to really help small business succeed. And that's where the name comes from, BZWR, because small business owners are warriors and they're fighting and scraping and bleeding and doing everything they can just to survive. And the failure rate of small businesses in the United States is just atrocious, and it doesn't have to be. You know, we can really help small businesses through technology, and that's what BZWR does. We really focus on helping small businesses become more profitable, or if they're not profitable, get them so that they are profitable. And how do we do that? We do that through our software technology, or our SaaS, software as a service, through financial solutions and marketing. So long term, and that's what really any investor we're looking for is hopefully they're in it for the long term like we are. But long term, we're bringing this all into one platform. So what does that look like? It looks like a small business owner coming. We can see the data on each small business. Where should they be improving? Should they be getting a better ROI on their advertising? Are they ready for growth capital? Do they need a better financing solution for their clients? And we're bringing this all into one platform. So it's only going to keep getting better for us in the future.
Very good. Well, I saw last week, and I just mentioned at the outset, you kept your promise to your shareholders. You have uplisted to the OTC QB. What does that mean for the company? What does that mean for your investors?
Yeah, first, now we're fully reporting, fully audited. We're following more stringent guidelines with the SEC and OTC. And now that we're on OTC QB, it really opens up our stock to be traded on a lot more platforms, more family offices. For example, what does that really mean? More family offices. A while back, I had a friend of a friend call me and she wanted to invest $25,000, but she only does her investments out of her investment portfolio. So she had me talk to her broker, and of course that family office, they don't trade OTC pink sheet stocks, but they do QB. So if she were to call today, so back then it was just way too complicated, expensive for her to be able to move $25,000 and buy BZWR stock. If she were to call today, it would be very simple and quick for that family office to do it. So this really opens up, BZWR to a lot more possible investors, and really just we're fully reporting, and it should be a more stable investment for people, and that's what everybody's looking at.
Well, and I think it's a great time too, because you just reported those record revenues. Again, your company is doing well in that regard as well. Month to month, quarter to quarter, things are going well there. So what can we expect from you and your company as we close out this year? What can new investors who are just looking at you now expect from you?
Yeah, so last quarter we just did our third quarterly results. That's a tongue twister. And we had 67% revenue growth quarter over quarter, which is great. But really what our focus now is growing our customer base and monthly recurring revenue. Last year, we had great one-time revenue, and we've really shifted the entire company to long-term sustainable growth with that monthly recurring revenue, not one-time hits. Next up from a financial perspective is we are posting the audited financials for Alchemy, which was the last acquisition we did, which is great. So that'll be posted here within a couple days now. And then we close out the year. Our fiscal year ends in August, so close it out strong, and be looking forward to posting those. And really the next year is focus on a plan to be profitable as quickly as possible. So we've brought in these new entities. We have BZWR. Again, bring it all on one platform and really have a profitable company that is growing like crazy.
Yeah, we've been with you for well over a year. The promises the company makes, they always keep them. What a great time for you to be taking a closer look at that ticker symbol again, BZWR. We'll be checking in again with Rhett very soon in the near future. Rhett, thanks for making time for us today.
Thanks, Stu.